All right, she or the family didn't know it. She wasn't going to lift a finger on Thanksgiving. That's at least what she was saying going into Thanksgiving.
I feel for this mom. So she's been married 16 years. They have 3 kids, age 15, 13, and 10. And every year, none of them help her with Thanksgiving. They don't help her around the clock, but especially like at the holidays. So this past year, she did all the cleaning, prepping, decorating, cooking, more cleaning. And she would ask them for help and they'd say, okay, and nothing would ever get done. And so she's saying some of this is on her as a parent, not teaching her kids gratitude. So she wanted to teach them the lesson this Thanksgiving. And her plan was really simple. She was just going to say, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing anything. I am not lifting one finger this Thanksgiving. Hubby and kids, it's all on you guys. And she was hoping that would sort of teach them about the mental load and all the stuff that goes into a holiday like this. And that's where we left it. Because last year she's like, I stressed myself out. My family ate in 2.2 seconds. Didn't even say thanks, Mom. Things have got to change.
I'm kind of a badass dad in my head this way, but then when it comes time to actually execute, I never go through with something this harsh.
It's just Thanksgiving, though.
What do you mean it's just Thanksgiving?
What are you going to do? Like, not eat a turkey? Oh, no. You're not going to have turkey and sweet potatoes. Like, it's not like you're taking away Christmas.
Right.
That's the one I would never be able to go through with. But Thanksgiving, whatevs.
When presents are on the line.
Yes.
That's when it gets serious. I literally asked my fiance's daughter this yesterday. We were ice skating yesterday, and I asked her what her favorite holidays were. And she said, Christmas is right here, Easter is right there, and Thanksgiving is way down here. I'm like, Thanksgiving is way down there. Why? And she said, because you don't get presents on Thanksgiving.
The one where you're thankful for things. Forget that holiday.
Yes. All right, so the update here. Did she actually go through with it?
I know you thought I would cave, but you'll be happy to know I didn't. I held my ground on not lifting a single finger for Thanksgiving. To give my kids and husband plenty of time to prepare, I told them all at dinner the Saturday before Thanksgiving that this year they would be responsible for the holiday. Any decorating, grocery shopping, cooking, cleaning was all on them. I explained in a calm and collected manner that I felt underappreciated and that our household needed a lesson in gratitude. None of them really knew what to say. Later that night before bed, I heard my husband with our 3 kids in the youngest bedroom. It was the cutest family meeting you ever heard. They were coming up with a game plan for Thanksgiving. Granted, my oldest was giving some typical teenage attitude, but for the most part, everybody seemed on board to make the day special. The week continued per usual. As of Wednesday, the house was a disaster and nothing had been purchased, but I kept my mouth shut. Thursday, I woke up to a bustling kitchen and a husband and children working their tails off. My 15-year-old was scrubbing toilets. My 13-year-old was helping her dad prep the turkey in the kitchen. My 10-year-old was setting the table. I started to feel a little bad about not helping. But when I started to peel potatoes, my husband yelled at me and told me to stay out of the kitchen. I sipped my coffee and watched the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade as my family handled everything. I wasn't permitted to enter the kitchen, so I'm proud to say I did absolutely nothing. I was informed dinner would be ready at 4. The weather was gorgeous, so I took the dog for a walk, came back, took a nice long shower, got dressed, and came out to a full-on Thanksgiving feast. While things were definitely done differently than I would have done them, none of that mattered because everything they did with love and gratitude. The meal was edible, but the best part was sharing what we were thankful for. Every single one of them said me. Mm-hmm. Yes, I started to cry. I think our lesson in gratitude was a success. My husband and I also had a deeper conversation after dinner to ensure this isn't a one-off. I want to make sure everyone pitches in around the house so it all doesn't fall on my shoulders again. I'm happy to say Thanksgiving 2022 was one for the books. Hope yours was too.
Well, hey, okay.
Good for her.
Nothing to see here, people, except goodness. That's great.
This is awesome. I feel like this is something every parent should put their kids through. It's not until I became an adult and a parent when I started realizing how much my mom and dad did around. Like, I opened the fridge the other day and there was like food stains, and I'm like, I have to clean this up now too. Like all these little things that they do all the time, and you have no idea.
They know now.
Yeah.
The Bert Show.
So first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.